Hello everyone and happy Friday. Before we share my analysis from these last few days, please remember that neither I nor the SIMETRI team from Crypto Briefing are licensed financial advisors. What we provide is not a personalised investment advice. It is merely our opinions based on our various research and diligence. As always, do your own research before making any decisions about buying or selling crypto. If we have a look at the key downside levels in the market at the moment, the yearly low around 17,500 is really the area to watch. If you break underneath there, then I think we can easily see Bitcoin starting to head towards 16,000, something like that. In terms of the monthly pivot point, until we get above 21,700, then we've got a bearish monthly bias. The weekly bearish bias for me is below 20,700. We haven't been able to get really much above 20,000. And we can see where we are trading now. So the key downside targets that I would be looking for would be 16 and 12,000, and daily price closes below 19,000, as we've been seeing, is the emergence of a new bearish signal where we can probably start to head towards those targets. In terms of Bitcoin, as I've been warning over the last few weeks, we've seen the emergence of the breakdown from this wedge-shaped pattern, and this wedge-shaped pattern has been alluding to more losses, and we've been going down in stages. So the first breakdown stage and some consolidation, and then the likely move lower. So this is either turning into a much larger bearish pattern or we're nearing the bottom for Bitcoin. I suspect the first scenario, in that we're probably going to continue to head lower. And something that has been alluding to a breakout over the last few days has been the drop in the average true range. So the drop in the average true range has been suggesting that a large directional move is coming. And also I want to touch upon the negative price divergence that I'm going to show you here that still hasn't been reversed. It extends down towards maybe the 12,000 level. So I'll be watching for that to be reversed if we do start to break under 16,000. So at the moment, this wedge breakout is still in place, and I do think we can still head considerably lower from here. And if we have a look at the market pivots, I drew this earlier this week, and I think this gives a really good illustration of the key technical levels that we need to pay attention to here. So if we start to get daily price closes underneath this level, you can see that the daily candles haven't been able to do it. I think this gives, as I say, a fabulous representation of what the market needs to do to head towards the next leg lower. So weakness under 19,000 probably takes us down towards that weekly S2, which is around 16,000. And as I say, the S1 comes in at around 14, but the S3 comes in at around 12,000 US dollars, which is my preferred target. But I think we could definitely see a pit stop around 16,000, and the market has to move basically above 21,700 in order to turn bullish again. So overall, I am hoping for a move down towards the 12,000 level. We cannot discount a rally from 15,000 to 16,000. If we did get towards there, we can potentially see some type of minor bounce from that level. A drop below 15,000 could cause a significant decline, and MACD divergence is present on the higher time frame. So do watch out for that being reversed around 12,000. Divergence is incredibly accurate, and it is normally reversed. And I think 19,000 daily price closes around that level are really worth watching. Okay, so let's have a quick look at Ethereum and the merge and what's happening with that. I don't see anything particularly exciting at the moment. I think it's probably the better and the smarter move is to watch for the merge to get out of the way and keep an eye on the range between 1,700 and 1420 basically. So once we see a break of those ranges, I think we'll see the next big move in Ethereum. And you can see that here, if we did start to close below that level, I think then we can start to see a real drop off in Ethereum. And I believe that if a Bitcoin is going towards the 12,000 area, then we can see potentially even a $520 Ethereum. But again, it really depends on what happens with the merge. And this pattern here, we can see whether it turns into an inverse head and shoulders pattern, or whether we start to ignite this head and shoulders pattern here, which will take us down towards $1,000 again. We do have some nasty price divergence on the lower and the higher time frames, but I would like to note the bullish divergence has formed, and that gives me hope that one day Ethereum could probably head back towards around 3,500 US dollars. So Ethereum overall has a series of head and shoulders engulfing it. Ethereum has plenty of chances to rally, but it hasn't so far. I'm pretty nervous ahead of the merge, to be honest with you, and I think that we could maybe start to move lower before we move higher again with Ethereum. And thank you. I hope you found my thoughts helpful. If you'd like more, please click the subscribe button for Pro BTC Trader and join me every week on Wednesdays for our live trading war room and daily email updates.